Okay, this question says simplify the expression, simplify the algebraic expression. So you take it one by one. Um, Notice that there are some exponents outside the parentheses. You deal with exponents first outside the parentheses. So I'm going to distribute 2 into the parentheses. So it's going to be 7 squared x squared z as negative. I have z here. Then I multiply 2 by negative. So I have negative 4. 2 multiply negative 2 is negative 4. All right, so this is first part. Now in the second part, I multiply everything inside the parentheses, the negative exponents. So 5 to the power negative 1, x to the power negative 2, y to the power negative 1. So I'm going to simplify. I have negative exponents and positive exponents. I can open the parentheses immediately, or I can decide to throw some parts in the denominator. I can do that. So, but by then looking at x squared and x to the power negative, they have the same base. They have the same base and opposite exponents. So they can cancel out. Same base and opposite exponents, so they will cancel out. So because they have same base and opposite exponent, cancel them. So that's one less than what we need. Now, we can have, bring down the 7 squared. These are the negative exponents. I'm going to write 5 to the power 1, denominator. Don't really have to write. These are the negative exponents. So I'm going to write y multiplied by y to the power 1, denominator. Z has a negative exponent. So I am to z to the power 4. Notice that when I move the exponent to the denominator, it changes sign. So rewriting, I will rewrite 7 squared is 49 all over 5 y z to the power 4. Be my final answer. I'm told to simplify. So that is the simplification. Else, so simplify. That is my answer. Okay. This question says simplify the following radical expression. So the first one is 1 over. So just know that square root of x is irrational. We are not allowed to leave irrational numbers in the denominator. So the first thing we want to do is to rationalize the denominator. Rationalize the denominator. Rationalize the denominator. Leave it like this. So, and what you're supposed to do is 1 divided by square root of x multiplied by square root of x. Numerator. So rationalizing the denominator, you will notice that there is a square root of x in the numerator. Then we have square root of x multiplied square root of x. We have square root of x times x because of the radicals. And so we have x times x here. Then that's x squared, square root of x, all over square root of x squared. And the square root of x squared in the denominator, they will cancel each other. So my answer is now going to be the numerator square root of x over x. So I have simplified this question. I have simplified it, and the only simplification is to rationalize the denominator. Rationalize the denominator so that your answer will be rational. You are not allowed to leave an irrational number in the denominator. So whenever you are told to simplify an expression that has square root of any number in the denominator, it's your responsibility to know that you have to rationalize the denominator. They told you to simplify, but actually what it means is to rationalize the denominator. So we are told to combine the expression, combine these expressions if it is possible. Well, let's see if it is possible. The root here is 2. The root is 2, so we want to see if we can find square root of some parts. Can it be done? Well, let's try. So we are going to factor out what is the radical sign, radicand. Factor out the radicand. So right here, I have 4 times 8. So I can write 2 root power 2 times 2. Here, I can actually write x to power 2 twice. X to power 2. And then 1x. Okay, and I will write a big sign here. And I want to see what I can factor out here. 9 times 2 is here, so 9 is 3 squared, multiplied by 2, then multiply by x. So I have factored out what is in the radicand. So let me see what I can do. The left-hand side, I have negative 3. I'll bring out every perfect square. So multiplied by 2, this one goes out. This does not go out. This goes out. Multiplied by x. Multiplied by this one will go out. So what are the remainders? This and this are the remainders. They are not perfect squares. So they will remain inside the radical sign. I have square root of 2x here. Plus, okay, I'll factor out the perfect squares. So I have 3. Inside the radical sign, I have 2x. So now I can simplify because the content of the radicand on both of them are the same. So I can simplify by adding them together. So when I simplify, I'm going to bring that up. So I will come back here. I will come down here and make sure I multiply this up. So negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. So right here I have negative 6x squared 2x plus 3 is 2x. Because root 2x and root 2x are the same, I can actually add, but the fact is that the only thing that can be added, I will factor out what is common. So just factor out what is common. So what is common? So this is common, 3 is common. So I'm going to get a parenthesis. and I'll get negative 3 out. So negative divide here, I got 2 because 1x actually just have negative 3 and then 2x. Okay, so what remains? I have divided this by negative 3 root 2x. So what remains is going to be 2x squared. And then minus, because I'm dividing by negative 3 root 2x. So this is going to be 1 minus 1. So I have just factored it out, and that is my final answer. There's nothing else to factor out. I have taken out renders, radicand, and the other side, we took them out. So this is my final answer. This is going to be my final answer. It's already factored. There is no other thing to do to select this. So before you try to combine them, what is in the radical sign, the radicand must be the same. So that is why we are adding them actually, because what is in the radical sign are the same. So we took common factors out. The common factors are negative 3 root 2x. Took that out. All right, that is simplifying common factors.